Hello students, in this video we will discuss about the Smith chart. Smith chart, it is the graphical method or it is the circle diagrams to calculate reflection coefficient gamma and VSWR, which is voltage standing wave ratio, for known values of ZL, M, Z0. Gamma is ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0, which can be written as ZL by Z0 minus 1 upon ZL by Z0 plus 1. ZL by Z0 is called as normalized impedance, and ZL by Z0 is R plus Jx. Let me assume it. So gamma, which is the complex number, it is a real part of gamma R and imaginary part is gamma I. So gamma R plus J gamma I, it is R plus Jx minus 1 upon R plus Jx plus 1, which is R minus 1 plus Jx upon R plus 1 plus Jx. When we simplify, then we get constant R circle equations, and that equations are gamma R minus R upon R plus 1 whole square plus gamma I square is equal to 1 upon R plus 1 whole square. Similarly, we get constant X circle equations, which is gamma R minus 1 whole square plus gamma I minus 1 by X whole square is equal to 1 by X whole square. Now we study about the properties of constant R circles. So constant R circles has their centers at R upon R plus 1 comma 0, and radius is at 1 upon R plus 1. All the R circles has common meeting point 1 comma 0. This is the diagram of R circles. This is the real axis gamma R, this is the imaginary axis gamma I, and these circles are shown in figure. Here R is equal to 0 is the biggest possible R circle, and the circles which has value between 0 to 1 are in all the four quadrants. R is equal to 1 circle just a touch at origin of this diagram, and if R greater than 1, then circle confines only the 1 and first and fourth quadrants, and R is equal to infinite, it's just a point. Okay, and this point is 1 comma 0, and this is a common tangent to all the R circles. Here are the points. R is equal to 0 circle is the biggest possible R circle, and it is the boundary of the Smith chart. And all the R circles, when R is between 0 to 1, extend into four quadrants. If R is greater than 1, then circle will confine in the first and fourth quadrant only. All the R circles are concurrent and having common tangent, which is gamma real is equal to 1, which is already shown. This is the common tangent to all the R circle. It is gamma real is equal to 1. Now we study properties of constant X circles. Their center is at 1 comma 1 by X and radius is 1 by X. X is equal to 0 circle is the biggest possible X circle, and it is gamma real. All the X circle has common meeting point, which is 1 comma 0, because 1 comma 0 is satisfying all the X circle equations. So this is the diagram of X circles, and which are here. These are the X circles. We are observing it. These are the X circles. Okay, if X is positive, it indicates inductive nature of impedance. If X is negative, because this diagram will also extend on the negative side, it will indicate the capacitive nature of the impedance. Okay, so these are the X circles. These are the X circles. Okay, so X is equal to 0. When X is equal to 0, radius is infinite, it is a straight line, and this is nothing but a gamma real axis. When X is 0.2, 0.5, it means less than 1. This circle will extend into the two quadrants. When X is equal to 1, it is the boundary here. Then when X is greater than 1, then this circle will confine only in the one quadrant. So all the x circle with x between 0 to 1 extend between first two quadrant. If x greater than 1, then the circle will confine only in the first quadrant. All the x circles are concurrent, having common tangent, which is gamma real axis. The center of the R circle lie on the common tangent of x circle and vice versa. All the centers of the R circles lie on the common tangent of x circles, and all the centers of the x circle lie on the common tangent of R circles. So R and X circles are orthogonal pair. Horizontal movement on x is equal to 0 circle has increasing value of R, and the clockwise movement on R is equal to 0 circle has increasing value of inductance. Now we discuss calculation of gamma. So ZL by Z0 it is R plus JX. Calculate the value of R and calculate the value of X. Locate this point P on the Smith chart. Then length of OP is mod gamma, and angle of OP with the gamma real axis is phase of gamma. Gamma is mod gamma angle of theta, so we will get mod gamma and we will get angle of theta, which is shown in figure here. This is the point P. Then this length of OP is the mod gamma, and this inclination of this OP with the real axis is the angle of or phase of the gamma. Calculation of standing wave ratio. So we have to locate point P dash on the gamma real axis such that length of OP dash it is equal to length of OP. So at P dash, the value of R it is standing wave ratio. So with the help of compass, we will project this point P into gamma real axis here. This point is P dash. So at P dash, the value of R it is SWR. So because SWR is 1 plus mod gamma upon 1 minus mod gamma. Mod gamma is ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0. We are putting this value here, and this value is ZL by Z0, which is R plus JX. And at real axis, X will be equal to 0 at that point. So R is equal to ZL by Z0, which is SWR, which is standing wave ratio. So thank you for watching the video.